Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
I was going to say into the way, unless... Again, never mind, they're just going to go for it anyway. Going to take the... I thought they'd go something like maybe a Tristana, or even if they wanted to go towards the Orianna.
Just needs one more in the quiver while Douglas appears mid. Niski, again, mobility flashes, but Video predicts it. As he gets the knock up, he is dead meat. Douglas picks up first blood and vitality.
Lane states, but Niski gonna get visited again, but Isma's here.
I mean, again, he's walking towards the jungler. Video's low. There's the flash from the brand, but for Douglas making this a 2v2 might be okay until Video drops down, but Niski might die first. Pop back, Video flashes, gets a kill, but is traded out now, and there's 1 versus 1. Jarvan with Conqueror. I wouldn't fight him, but under turret, a different deal. Everybody died.
I think he'd used the claw in the lane, so didn't have the fear to try and set himself up, but
this is going to be a barn burner, isn't it? Ulti back the right way. The knockup is unstoppable. Photon's getting low. He's got help. That's not fair. It's a 1v1. Leave him alone. Photon is going to be whacked down. Isma should be taking the kill, but Irrelevant breathes him down.
Getting control for Video, and now Video just constantly looking at it right now, leaning bot side to make sure that they can punish this. You're always outnumbered, and you've got ultimate now for Douglas as well, which makes Under the Tower a dangerous place.
I mean, Hilly's damage is significant as there's the fake shield. Video jumps in. Isma's just dead. He got poked down as the pyroclasm goes bouncity, bouncity, bouncity. Video jumps in. He's not needed because Kazi will finish off the rest. Where has this fight touching this dragon because of how strong Vitality are right now in the game? Isma's like, no, hold my beer. Kazi gets an ulti down. And does that stop that play? Hilly walked up. Hilly walked up to that play. He flashes. He's still dead. Isma might be a trade. The auto doesn't carry through, or rather...
For SK, and again, we talked about Irrelevant. TP, well, walks down in this case to make sure they can get the dragon, so SK well aware of what they want to achieve here, though. TP coming in.
I guess they are fighting in the end. The Enchantress arrow hit the jungle. He's beefed down. He's destroyed. That call the Forge God means nothing because Photon's in with the blades out. That was a quick engage, but so deadly from Vitality.
And it's the indecisiveness that gets punished by the decisiveness of Vitality, although Hilly...
Hey, all right, Niski gets a kill. The Severing Bolt's good as Kazi's back on in this time with a kill. Doesn't even need that arrow out as with the last of the ulti. They get Niski's flash. It's Photon who pops the ghost, ready to run after the 2 delinquents in the bottom side.
It is big Ornn ultimate into big DOS ultimate into we get wiped in a big team fight. Very high highs on Vitality when they're able to get the ball rolling, and this time they have.
Speaking of which, on the other side, SK, the high highs of Isma finally comes out. Big shutdown to Exakick as well. And this Lucian that desperately needed a way into the game.
In trying to keep mid control so they can set up for Dragon, but I don't even know if they're gonna, they're just maybe just gonna go for the tower. Vitality are fully committed here to the mid lane.
Problem is after the engage, at least Herald gets a charge in. There we go, the spiraling despairs out, but the arrow finally comes through. Photon zones them off, and a quick breath of fresh air. Isma's dead. A good bubble as X-Kick jumps on him, but look at the pyroclasm that flies through. Niski's burning as well. Douglas from over the wall flashes instead, and Niski can do nothing. Photon cleans up the rest. And when Brand says burn, it's Douglas who makes the turn.
It's a disaster for SK in that one. Vitality just read them really well. They're like, cool, we're going to continue pushing inside lanes, force you to make tough choices. Play off of, hey, if you go for this play on bot side, as Vitality, we're going to try and threaten Baron, we're going to try and threaten other areas, but you just don't really have that control, because as this starts to go on, you just keep getting... Oh, actually, hang on.
Hang on, Culling's out. Hilly's just by himself. That is such a Hylissang way to die. That is just, again, everyone knows that's Hilly.
So my point was to play it slow. Parsi get control over mid lane to lean into bot side, but yeah, this is not it. Now, Photon pulling in towards mid lane, but this is, why are you playing this? Vitality!
We do not have a support. There we go, Chain of Corruption, cleansed out immediately, call the Forge God, Irrelevant, beautiful engage. Kazi's now dead. Vitality, no! We just complimented you. Niski won't hit the ultimate in return. Douglas flashed away from it, but SK are low, but maybe not low enough to start the Baron. What are we doing?
Video's TK punish. Now Vitality have to make a hero play. Can Photon drag Isma out of the pit so Douglas can steal?
I mean, maybe the cannon, the health bar is the only concern, but Isma jumping back in Cataclysm, but look how far away he is. The arrow flies and hits Irrelevant.
We just like threw eggs and it turned into a cafeteria food fight.
True.
And by some miracle, Vitality now goes, how much does he get here? You do ult for Hilly.
I think it's gone, but it's about getting out, isn't it? Isma flag as well. Vitality stretching them thin.
Yeah, I think... Oh, hang on.
Oh, flash. Hits exit kick.
Video?
All right. Oh, he's actually there, isn't he? Oh, no. The support flash hurts. Dots flashing maybe just killed exit kick, and he's down for 40 seconds because of it.
I think Video having that Q3 locked and loaded meant that he was able to follow up. Photon's taking bot lane tower, they're losing top tower. SK are crumbling under Vitality right now, and this first pick Lucian coming back to be bitten. Niski not being able to get control over the mid lane. Nothing for SK went the way they wanted this game.
Not at all. You got to give it towards Douglas. I mean, Douglas feels like he's done so much for the team. Everyone's fed, yes, everyone's now popping off with plays. But Douglas started this, and he sure as well be the one to finish it off as well. This very strong brand sitting topside with the rest of his team, but for now, Enchantress Arrow flies through Kazi, flashes. Niski is just destroyed. Douglas goes golden in the nick of time as Isma has to run for his life, but with those grubs, with the Baron look against the wall, they're just going to die, aren't they? Unstoppable for the time being. Photon, he's lost his tanky stats. Yeah, right, don't believe that. His X-Kick gets flung back, and Vitality charging in as a 5-man unit through the top side. They've got another inhibitor mid as well. And they've got one more thing on the menu. It's these 2 turrets standing in their way to open up their playoff run.
Oh, Video!
It's the Giga Flash, isn't it? He jumps in.
Oh my God!
The call is over. Irrelevant sent packing. SK are done in this game. And Vitality in 26.5 minutes show up. Somehow, in some way, Dagda. Sometimes. But
places right now.
So Lucian mid, Darius bot alongside Renata, Akali going top against Cassante. What do we think of this draft? How are they going to play against each other? Because that's not what I was...
Wait for it. All it takes is a flash, a bramble smash, a twisted advance, and there it is. Even under the turret, it matters not. Niski gets the kill, takes a shot himself, flashes away from the Seer, and Douglas can't trade
The
off.
matchup is going. Video thought he had the counter pick, but it's been a bit of a disaster, and now Hilly.
Well, in with the punch, in with a hit. The Shield of Daybreak comes through as well. This might be good for Kazi. X-Kick going to go into the bailout, but he's still rendered clean. Now it's Doss left by himself with a handshake. Saves his life, but it's Kazi against the enemy wave. Doss and X-Kick getting the Season 14 treatment as Vitality might get caught out on the way back. Hilly's over the wall. Here's the Zenith Blade. Wait for it. Shield of Daybreak's already there. He lands on top of Niski, but he's healthy enough and he's doing so much damage. But in with a penny, in with a pound, and Douglas gets a Seer, sends him to the ground. Vitality with another onto the least hit as big as Kazi. Might add one more to the list. Isma's got so many spears in him, and he's rendered it at pretty much half health. And the Sonic Wave flies through. Video kicks him in the shin. Oh, it hurts. It's like running into a bed in the middle of the night. You got nowhere to go. You fall down, and it all comes crumbling down. Well, 3-kill Kalista. Lucian maybe with some more resources as well. The all-out in the meanwhile on the top side, as you said, it's all about these soul lanes. This is Irrelevant, hides out, but Photon won't find the Q. You need it again. Out with the execution. Irrelevant. Sure, it gets back in. Oh my God! This is why he's in the top 2 of top laners.
What a beast! I thought that was going to go sideways there where the R2, I don't know if it connected on the back of that, but I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to finish him off, but getting that sure complete hit. Now on bot side, Hilly hasn't hit 6.
We're fighting again. Handshake, Chain of Corruption. Kazi might get beaten out. One more hit and he's down. It's a shutdown. Over to X-Kick in the meantime. The Zenith Blade for the re-engage, and with the bailout they need a trade-off, but it's not in time. Hilly dies under the turret. In the meanwhile, as Douglas is running for his life. Dagda's friend now getting a stun up as the Pyroclasm's there. The kite away from the handshake. Douglas with the culling a little bit more. Suit to get him out of the way. There's a Tempest cripple. Niski does have himself a Kraken versus no item from VTO. Item differential. Rylai's Crystal Scepter on the almost 100% kill participation. Brand as Isma's coming towards mid. Video went in deep. There's a twisted advance. Bramble smash back and shoot to kill is Niski, who punishes this over-aggressive Lee Sin, but meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Doss is about to be fresh meat to Kazi. There's one kill onto Exakick. The Seer not connecting, but the Pillar of Flame and Pyroclasm becomes an overkill, becomes a double kill, becomes Vitality sealing the deal.
Becomes a 5-kill.
Classic seeing a Cassante do anything successful, of course. Niski, there we go, Zenith Blade, Solar Flare, can't move. Video takes a kill. Look at the CC chain, Dagda. It doesn't just apply to Exakick. Any squishy carry from SK walks in, and the CC will
Secure this as well.
Remember backstage when we had our draws and I was like, why wouldn't BDS pick Vitality? Is this why? Did they know? Did they know as the teleport comes through SK? Did they know? As they jump on in, it's Photon who gets low, but he ulties out straight away. Irrelevant with a perfect execution, builds space, but Isma, Niski are both here. And that's a dead Photon. A kill over to Niski. It's not all bad news for SK just yet. Well, but, oh, jeez. Teleport, that's not personal script. Teleport coming through. Love my wife. This turret's going to go down. Niski just needs a hit, but Photon at least getting some good damage. Hang on a minute. How far does this go? All out there, culling as well. Maybe it's good for Niski. Photon gets out. If only just flashed on as well. Auto down. That's a one-item. Lucian Kraken does a lot of work when you don't have any armor as Niski jumps into Douglas melee range, but the Pyroclasm also doing work. That passive, DOS has to split the bill while X-Kick comes in and kills Douglas. A couple of mistakes coming through while SK now the bottom side have found Hilly. The fan strike out, the execution up to Daisy. Video gets us it away and with all the tools to pick apart X-Kick. He's by himself, he flashes away. You can't do that with Nature's Grasp out from Isma as well. It buys them time to get the Dragon. Leave the scuttle, I'd say, with Chains Corruption coming through as well. You mentioned, Dagda, Irrelevance coming from the top side, but Vitality feels like they're aware of this. Photon walks up, zones them out. Dragon's taken. They're lucky to be alive, but Video Sonic Wave not connecting. It's not good, but a face call from Kazi sends Hilly right into the middle. Solar Flare onto DOS is big as well, but that ulti's huge, but no one's there to capitalize. Vitality running forward, the kick away onto Isma. Sets up for Kazi to do the damage. Is Irrelevant. Is in the middle of everyone. But up he goes. Niski now by himself with the flash from Hilly to try and get the Zenith's Blade. Niski's running on borrowed time. It feels as Kazi has the movement speed. Thank you very much. It's Niski's time to die. Another kill for the Callista as Vitality have a wish. A wish to go and take this Baron on top of that.
They have so much cone either, so this is going to be a difficult one for SK if they want to steal Photon playing bodyguard.
No vision till now. There's the control war. The Shuriken flip in. Nature's Grasp coming through from Isma, but he's nowhere near the pit. And down the Baron goes. Photon absorbed all the damage in the meanwhile, but Irrelevant wants to clean this one up. Look at the health bars. He feels confident with the perfect execution back up and available, but Vitality, as they run for the hills, they're on their side of the map.
Waiting for Video to try and crash this wave on the bot side to create a lot of that split pressure. So at the moment, Vitality just need to play it slow.
Yep.
Isma wants to speed it up though.
Nature's Grasp is out. Dagler's not going to be caught. It's Photon. It's a Cassante. He's unstoppable. Irrelevant jumps on in, but that's the Shuriken flip out. He gets flipped back. Seer not connecting, but the all-out's there. They commit. Pyroclasm's out for the passive, and Irrelevant gets burned to death. Vitality open up the top side. Bot pushing in. That was a crucial mistake that could have just lost them the series, but now, hang on, shut down over to Niski. We're doing it again. Vitality caught maybe overstepping. Golden is Douglas buying the nick of time, but even though he dies, even though Niski gets double shut down, mid is dead, base is broken, Video's split pushing. I think you still call that worth? Question mark, Dagda?
I mean, you got the initial kill, so it's 2 for 1 when it actually looks at Vitality versus SK, and you broke the base on bot side. I'd be kind of happy if that is Vitality, because if I can...
Now as they start the Dragon, we're going to find out how true that is.
They're just pushing top and mid, though. They're just like, cool, you take it. Right, 3 Dragons, but we're probably not going to end this by the time it gets to a 4th, because a lot of minions on that top side. You're going to look hard to break up. They're just trying to delay the facts.
They are indeed. It's turning into a fight. Meanwhile, Hillesang getting poked out as well. It's Niski and DOS. Hostile takeover flies through, doesn't connect. Douglas then re-engages with the Pyroclasm in this choke. It's going to be a disaster as Vitality getting teleported on by Irrelevant in the base. They've done the damage. As now for Vitality, they've still got a healthy jungle. 80 carries Irrelevant, goes into his death. Sonic Wave flashing forward. Video with a double kill. Safeguards over the wall. That's my Lee Sin, baby, as VTO makes it look clinical.
And it's a DOS delivery system onto Exekick. Vitality looking to go up against BDS, a rematch from their playoffs in spring.
It's crazy that Vitality came out of the woodwork today against SK, and it's not an upset of a game 1. It's a clinical 2-game series. A date with Destiny, a date with BDS. And SK, I'm not even sure they know what happened in a series that went in for under 50 minutes.